Greetings and welcome to another cigar review from Superdan, Dealing in the Desert, where this time we look at the Piers 28 Habano Corona Gorda cigar. This cigar has a Habano Cafe wrapper, Nicaraguan binder, and Nicaraguan and Dominican fillers. Size is 6x46, and its tasting notes cedar, tea, pepper, cream, bread, citrus, and fruit. With a special thanks to Provada Cigar Club for providing this cigar. This new cigar brand is from Tim Wong from California. Thank you very much, Tim Wong, for creating this cigar. Let us now review it. Light her up. Hello partners. How you doing? Superdan, Dealing in the Desert, Cigar Review 7B. How are you all doing? Hello, welcome. Don't adjust your screens, please. It is Superdan in color. Yes, it is. This is, of course, 7B. B meaning 2019. Instead of writing 1-2019, 2-2019, I thought I'd just go B. And then 2020 will be C. And then 21, except you get the picture. You get the picture. So we're kind of on track. I wanted to do at least a minimum of 2 cigar reviews a month, and we're kind of on track for that. To January, to February, to March, which is 6, and this is number 7, early April. So we're kind of on track here. We're going to review the Piers 28 stick by Mr. Wong, California. I'm very excited to try this hay, barnyard, and tea smell. Smells like tea and hay, and you take tea and pour it on the hay. Kind of like what it smells like. Pleasant smell. No complaints whatsoever. I was going to try something different for this review. I was going to try to do a review walking my dog and just do something different, and just take you guys along for the ride. Walking my dog and smoking the stogie. Well, one problem is that I have to hold the leash in one hand, a cigar in the other hand, and where am I going to hold the phone or the video device, right? That kind of doesn't really work, and the lighting is really poor out on the streets in my neighborhood. Very low-level lighting, so the lighting wouldn't be good either, so I just scratched it, and I'm like, this is optimum. I bring out my my lighting tech director. There it is. My expensive lighting equipment. I got my setup right here. Here it is. Here's my setup. There's the dog. See, so we're kind of set to go, but I'm missing one thing. I want to have some brandy with this. So give me a second. I'm gonna go run and get a little glass of brandy, and then we're gonna get into this stick that had a great write-up by Brian from Provada Cigar Club. But Super Dan's gonna do his own review. Be right back. All right, we got some bubbly. See, bubbly. Cheers. Salute. All right, so we're gonna cut and light this Piers 28 Corona Gorda cigar, Habano. But we're going to do it in the spirit of Shazam, because I just took my 7-year-old kid, to watch Shazam today. We really liked it. It's about time they make a light, fun superhero movie instead of all the dark stuff they've been putting out lately. So that was kind of fun. It made it lighthearted and funny. Actually very funny. So in the spirit of that, Shazam! 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 Well, I'm getting a lot of pepper and a lot of spice off the get-go. Getting some molasses. getting some tobacco, spice. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. That's what I'm getting so far. Surprising. I wasn't really expecting that to hit me in the review that I read, but that's okay because we're doing the Superdan review here. Doing the Superdan review, so it's interesting. It's interesting so far. It's not straight up Connecticut. It's not definitely not Maduro. I'm still getting that tea component with the hay and the spice. I'm even getting sort of a molasses aftertaste. Interesting. As my buddy says, let's light her up, which we already did, get into the first third and see how it develops. Catch you soon. We got some things to talk about. Catch you soon. Welcome back. Hi, guys. We are plowing through this Piers 28 Habano Corona Gorda aged 1 year cigar. Yes, we are. Look at that burn line. Just beautiful, beautiful. Very well wrapped, well packed. Not too hard, not too soft, kind of somewhere in between, which I like that. Obviously, smoke output is amazing, which Superdan thinks is a very good thing. Cigars putting out a lot of smoke. Generally, that's a good thing. The ash, look at that nice tight ash. Nice tight ash, people. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So, like I said, we got some things to talk about. First of all, I got approached by Jeff Zeidler. Jeff Zeidler heads up cigarclub.com. It's a I think a relatively new site, and basically it is another cigar online club type thing where they ship you cigars in the mail each month, a monthly subscription, similar to Pravada Cigar Club, but different in other ways. And he asked me if I wanted to do a review of their said package and do all the things that Superdan does, and they'll use it for social media and promotions and stuff like that. And I thought about it, and I'm like, man, my plate's really full. You know, I spent a lot of time recently trying to rev up the video poker side of Superdan, dealing in the desert, and I've done that in some ways. But you know, my plate's kind of full. But you know what? I can't turn down that opportunity. So I said, hey, yes, I will. So we're waiting for that, and I will make a video very similar to the Pravada cigar reveal videos of the cigarclub.com. And you can get more information on this link down below of cigarclub.com for more information on what they're about. And I'm going to do a review on them. I'm going to like compare and contrast with Pravada, because Pravada is the other one that I subscribe to, obviously. Now, I really kind of subscribe also to a third one, which has to do with the Cigar Authority, a cigar podcast of Two Guys Cigar Club, Two Guys Cigar Shop. And I get a monthly package from them, but that's kind of different. So I'm not really going to include that. I don't do the reveal openings of that, because that's just, it's a different thing. It's a different thing, man. So look forward to that. I'm excited about it, and it's going to be very interesting for Superdan, and I hope for the cigar enjoying audience as well. Remember that Superdan's channel is not just cigars, it's not just video poker, it's not just plastic models. It's about Superdan, it's about his life, it's about his interests, and I'm keeping it all under one roof because I've noticed that some YouTubers, not all of them, start branching out in other channels for their different interests, and pretty soon it just gets too much and they don't update the other channels, or what they do is that later on they just combine everything anyways. So I'm just going to keep it all on one channel. Hopefully the viewer will pick and choose what they want to watch and what they don't want to watch, and it's all good, all right? Right. This is a very interesting cigar right now. Very interesting smoke. It's mellowing out a little bit. It started off really spicy, but that kind of calmed down now. I'm getting a lot of tea notes, a lot of herbal notes on this smoke. It's a very unique smoke. I don't think I've really smoked quite anything like this before. I think I did have like a tea tasting cigar in the past. I can't think of the name of it right now. It escapes me, but that's what I'm getting with the cigar. A little bit of vanilla aftertaste, but just slight. Very enjoyable smoke so far. I'm really enjoying it, and very well wrapped. I'd say strength is low medium right now. Low medium on the strength. Maybe high mild. So that's where we're at on the Piers 28. Now the 28 means something in Chinese. I think the 8 means, where is it? There it is. The 8 means success, and the 2 brings, well, let me look it up. All right, so the 8 is success, and the 2 is kind of longevity. So it's sort of like longevity success, which Superdan would really like. Trust me, Superdan would really like some longevity success. That'll be nice. Wouldn't that be nice? All right, back for some more thoughts and some more things that gotta say, man. Gotta be said. Well, the cigar went out on me. I had to retouch it and relight it. Seems kind of early to have to do that, but it is what it is. I had to do it. It was going out. It wasn't completely out, and when I took the ashes out, I kind of burned my finger a little bit. That's unfortunate, but it hasn't missed a beat. Still smokes good. Let's do a retrohale real quick through the nose. Getting some tingle, getting some spice, not red pepper spice, but more of a black pepper, like a white pepper spice. Getting that herbal component, that tea component is still lasting through the cigar. Enjoyable smoke still, very enjoyable. And I was glad I was able to save it. We'll see if it lasts throughout the rest of the smoke. I hope it does. I don't like to relight more than once. I want to save it. I wanted this to save because it's a really interesting smoke, very interesting smoke, and enjoyable. Is it in Superdan's wheelhouse? Well, you know, Superdan typically likes the chocolate taste, the cocoa, the vanilla, the coffee type of taste, the herbal and the tea tastes, the bread tastes, that sort of thing. Not really Superdan's cup of tea, but that doesn't mean I can't appreciate it. I can't like it. For sure. For sure. So let's talk about another thing. I did recently re-up my Patreon page. So Superdan is on Patreon, and it is not just for video poker, it's also for cigars as well. And you can visit that page right here on this site at patreon.com/Superdan. And it gives various things for various tier levels monthly. I just had my first sign up not too long ago. Thank you, sir, for signing up for Patreon, and I want to get more. We need more. Superdan needs more. I was wanting the ballpark of 10%, but that might be stretching it. 5% is definitely realistic. So I'd like to see at least 5 to 8 people on it at my current subscriber numbers. I would love to see 12 people. That's really my goal right now, is 10%, but you know, it is what it is. But please check it out. See if you want to support Superdan. It's as little as $1 a month, all the way up to the ultimate $500 a month and a few in between. So Superdan would appreciate it. We'll be back with further thoughts on the Pier 28 and some more things to talk about. So if you like those floral notes, if you like those tea notes, this cigar is right up your alley. The Piers 28. I looked it up online. I found these cigars at approximately $8 a cigar. Your prices may vary due to your location and your taxes and everything else. You might get it for a little less, you might get it for a little more, but I found it at $8 a cigar. I don't know the availability of this because I got it off the Provide a Cigar Club, so but it should be available, but I wouldn't know for sure. Here's something else Superdan wants to talk about, okay? These videos, well, let's backtrack a little bit. One of the drawbacks of putting everything on one channel is that it is very difficult to separate everything completely, you know? Things are gonna blend into other things. My video poker blends into my cigar reviews. Cigar reviews kind of blends somewhat in the video poker, and the plastic models are kind of like their own thing. I don't seem to have to blend anything into plastic model reviews, but those are rare because it takes so darn long to make these models. You know, it takes a while. But I will say that the videos, they take time. You know, we're making movies, creators. When I say creators, I mean people that make YouTube videos. You know, we are the directors, the producers, the script writers, the actors, the light technicians, and everything else that goes along with making these videos. And it takes a lot of work, man. So, you know, I am all for constructive criticism. That's not a problem for Superdan. But, you know, just keep that in mind whenever you decide to write a comment or something that's negative, or a comment that, you know, is really like, well, I don't like this, or you're not doing this right, or you're not doing that right. Listen, okay? Keep that in mind, that Superdan is on his trip and you're coming along for the ride. This isn't your trip, this is Superdan's trip, okay? And if you're not into that trip, then don't be on the trip, and create your own video, or try to find somebody who's closest to what you want your trip to be, because this is Superdan's trip, okay? I'm not a slot channel. I'm a vlog, cigar review, plastic model kind of channel, it seems right now. So that's the way that is, okay? You're not gonna flip it on, and let's say you flip on one of my video poker episodes, you're not going to flip it on and see 10 to 15 minutes of me grinding on video poker. That's not what this is about. It's not even close to what this is about. Most of the time it's going to be Superdan talking, his face, anecdotes, and entertainment, and various things. You know, that's not what this channel is about. It's not what I'm about. If you're looking for that stuff, look around. There are channels that are similar to that. And if there isn't, make your own. That's what Superdan did. I made my own. You know, I felt like I can provide something to YouTube that other people aren't providing. And that's the whole reason I did this in the first place. I decided, let's just go. You know, I got a smartphone. There's really no reason why anybody can't be doing this, because everybody has smartphones nowadays, right? Superdan uses a smartphone. I don't have a fancy camera for this stuff. No, Superdan has been using a smartphone since day one, since I started. True story. So, anyways, I just wanted to put that out there. I'll be right back with some final thoughts on the Pier 28 and give you some numbers. I just got an interesting flavor transition of butter, which is a unique taste that I don't usually find in smoking a cigar, but I can't really explain it any other way except butter. And it's actually kind of pleasant. I actually kind of liked it. A smooth butter, like smooth. Interesting. So we're about to take the wrapper off. It's a really nice looking wrapper, I think. I think it's a really pretty wrapper, so kudos to you, Mr. Wong, for the wrapper is really, really kind of cool, and it comes off super easy. Very nice. Very nice indeed. There's a wrapper right there. All right, so some final thoughts on the Piers 28. Lots of tea, lots of herbal notes, some bread. I got some butter, some butter. So a little bit of vanilla aftertaste. All in all, enjoyable smoke, not in Superdan's wheelhouse, because Superdan, like I said, likes the chocolates, the cocos, the vanillas, the coffees, but an enjoyable smoke nevertheless. I would smoke this again, no problem at all. The strength never really went up for Superdan, maybe a medium at most. Medium at most. Smoke output's terrific. So let's begin with the construction. Construction has been very strong. Look at that burn line, beautiful ash, holding tight. Great smoke output. The draw's perfect, not tight, not loose. So construction on a 1 to 5 star Superdan scale, we're gonna give it 4 stars. So that's pretty good. Construction 4 stars, well deserved. Taste. Like I said, the taste, not quite in Superdan's wheelhouse, but for what it is, taste is very good, very unique. Superdan's gonna have to give that 3.85 stars. 3.85 stars for taste. So, price. I found it at $8 a cigar. You may find it a little less or a little more. So I think the price is pretty on point. Maybe a little bit on the high end. Could be $1 less, I think. But 8 is not asking, I don't think, the world of it. So I will give the price 3.7 stars. So Superdan is going to give this a overall score, Superdan 1 to 5 stars scale, an overall score of 3.9 stars. Not bad at all. So, thank you for watching Cigar Review 7B, the Piers 28, Habano, Corona, Gorda cigar, age 1 year. 8B will be around the corner. And please, if you like these videos, and I hope you do, click the thumbs up, comment down below, subscribe so you don't miss anything. And at the end of the email is a PayPal email. You can send a few bucks Superdan's way. Helps towards paying for the cigars and everything else that goes with the channel. There's also a Patreon page. You can sign up for that and become part of the Patreon family. I am putting content, exclusive content on Patreon as well. And I'm going to keep that updated best that Superdan can. And have a lovely day. Have a great day. And hey, see you on the next one. Cheers. Thanks for joining me. Ciao.